What's up, y'all? Hold up. Ah. Oh, man. It's targeted individual Robert Nathaniel Sills, Defuniak Springs, Florida's where I'm at right now. Been working. Feel like actually, not just feel like. No, I've been doing good at my job. I've gotten one written. It's posted on my other YouTube, or maybe this one. One written thing from a lady and her granddaughters saying this is the best place she ate, cleanest environment, greatest staff, which me and this other girl was the only staff. So the food was delicious, man. It felt good to get that compliment. But what I want to talk about was, man, this gang stalking stuff. That stuff gets intense, bro. They turned up on me the biggest I've ever seen. And they did that yesterday and majorly this morning and today. Man, it's let me just start with what's happened. At 3 o'clock got up, or 2 something, got up, started working around the house, cleaning up, or around the apartment. Oh, not apartment, not house. The hotel room here in Adams Hotel. And started off to work. Well, I went way early. And I would ride my bike, then I'd get off the walk, and ride, just taking my time and enjoying it. Well, it was 2:50 in the morning, I want to say, when I left. There wasn't a second went by that this road was not filled up with cars everywhere. What was weird was every turn I took, it was a bunch of cars. And their lights weren't just straight lights. They had side beams on each of the vehicles. And they were beaming on me as it go by. I mean, it was so weird. And the cars, most of them were all white, tinted windows, brand new cars. It was very, very weird. And the whole time as I was walking, I'd get near the wooded part, and there'd be people barking, or I don't know, it was something barking in the woods, making frog noises. I could believe the frogs were out there. But there was chickens. There was all kinds of animal noises coming out of the woods. And it was lots of them. I was like, man, that's weird. Well, lo and behold, I didn't pay it too much attention. Tried not to. I kept walking. Got my bike, rode a little more. And I decided to go to Waffle House to get something to eat. Now, remember, I've been here for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. And at the Waffle House, it ain't never been closed. It stays open all the time. It ain't never been closed. Always packed. A lot of people there. Always working. I go up, I decide to go, I'm going to go get me something to eat. I ride my bike up to the Waffle House. It's near my job. As soon as I get to the Waffle House, as soon as I get there, pull up, and the lights are on. It looks like it's open. I go up to the door, and it's locked. Ain't nobody in there. It sounded like I heard people in the back, but I wasn't sure about that. But wasn't nobody in there for where I could see. Well, I looked at the door, and there's a sign written in handwriting now. It said, sorry, we're not open due to not enough people working, and we can't fill up our staff. Sorry. I was like, what? All right. And I remember I've been harassed and just crazy stuff the night before, that morning, all the way up to there. And all the stores before that were closed. A lot of stuff was closed that usually was open. I was like, man, this is weird. Well, trying not to think no more of it. Went to get back on my bike. Remember, the parking lot's empty now at the Waffle House. Well, one of these vans pulls up and beams lights at me. Kind of stops, pulls up beside me, looks at the store, looks at me, just stares me down. And I'm like, okay. Get on my bike, walk off, and they pull up and try to block my way out the entrance. I'm on a bicycle, so I kind of go up around them. They back up. They're just staring at me all mean mugging. I didn't say nothing, just kept to myself. Got on my bike, went back down the road. As I went to go under the underpass, 18-wheelers on each exit ramp. And I know sometimes that's normal, but they're on each exit ramp. One under the bridge, and the other side, lights blinking everywhere. Like, okay, that's weird. I go under it. There's a cop car that's been sitting in the median right there before my turn. And this cop car is empty. There's nobody in the cop car. Nobody. It's just sitting sideways right there in the middle of the road. Like, all right. Well, I go down to that gas station, and that gas station's open. And I go in, the lady's looking at me all hateful, like mad that I came in there. I went and bought me a honey bun, a drink, and this girl came in with all this black makeup and stuff, all over black stuff. It looked like some, I don't know. It just looked very odd. And she came in, kind of walked around. When I walked around, then went back outside there with a boyfriend. They just stared at me. It's like, all right. Went and got on my bike, and I went to go across the road to go up toward my job. Cars started coming and would slow down and just kind of creep right there where I was at, trying to make it hard for me to go across the road. Either way, I got across the road, and as I did, I went up the road. These white vans with tinted windows pulled in and went up to my job. Before I got to my door, they were going pulling off. Well, I go in, and ain't nobody there. I end up having to do a 2 people job all the way up to like the last minute. She shows up. Just attitudes were different toward me a little bit. It was odd to me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I kept a good positive attitude. I worked. She stayed for an hour on her whole shift and left. That's fine. But I ended up doing the whole job by myself. But I did a good job. You know what I'm saying? I busted my tail because I'm really, really thankful for the job, no matter what's going on. I'm grateful for the job. And I'm going to give my best because I'm good at what I do. Well, I left from work, and it was so crazy. I'm not even going to the rest of it. I got home. I mean, they'll be outside my window. That's why I'm leaving it open now. And they'll sit outside my window, the neighbors, and even the hotel owner will go around to the back window over there, banging on the walls when I'm in the shower, hollering stuff. I get out. They'll be at the window right there, yelling, hollering, playing music as loud as possible. It just seems like they know what I'm doing in my room, even when the windows are covered. And I've noticed if I cover tape over my cameras, my signal will work a little bit better. If I take it off, the window's open, the signal drops. Just thought I'd share that. Robert Nathaniel Seals, keep your head up, stay focused, stay positive, man, no matter what's going on. Forgive the enemy, learn to love yourself, learn to forgive yourself, and build others up, and build yourself up, and trust in Yahweh. All right.